Yo, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's Terrell Hall of Fame, D-Line, tbkc, and all that sweet, beautiful, wonderful shit. All right, let's talk about it. The one testicle. And this is like the third time somebody's requested this video because they know I like Little Roll, and there's been other controversies here lately that have had this happen. The one testicle definitely is not a good thing. Now, you have different variations of this of this condition. The one condition is that the testicle stays, it never descends. It stays up in the dog. This condition is very, very dangerous because it's a lot higher risk of cancer, and that testicle basically going bad and causing the dog a lot of problems because it never dropped. Now, there's another condition to where the dog never develops a second testicle at all. And that condition is actually a little bit better because, of course, you don't have to do the surgery to remove the other testicle. Now, the scientific part of what is said and the way most dog breeders do it is that you are not supposed to breed a dog that has this. I know a lot of breeders just don't want to deal with it. I understand that Little Roll had great success with his little one testicle, but it's something that you generally want to keep away from, and most breeders want them fixed. The reason why we did it so much with Little Roll at the time is because Little Roll was very, very, very unique to where we basically weighed the pros and the cons. And the pros and the cons were, of course, you can fix Little Roll, but at the same time, if you fix Little Roll, you lose all of the genetics that basically were very unique to him. Little Roll is basically the godfather of the American Bully Pocket, and at that time he was used to pretty much do everything that we needed to set this up. So we used him, and he was used a lot. And one unique thing about Little Roll is that Little Roll never seemed to throw that issue with the one testicle. I think maybe I remember one other puppy that had it, but you're talking about out of hundreds and hundreds of puppies, he just didn't have it. Now, of course, at that time, Dave didn't do the x-rays to find out, and he never knows. Like, he can say he knows, he doesn't. He never did it. If Little Roll had one that was still up in there or not, or if he was just born with one. And the one thing I would tell you is we're at a point that it is still the same situation, weighing the pros and cons. If this dog is so unique and you feel that the dog you have to have this dog, this is one of the conditions that I've seen throughout the years that doesn't affect the structure, it doesn't affect the overall health, it doesn't seem to be passed on, genetically, and I'm talking about through the puppies. It doesn't seem to affect the puppy's health. It just doesn't. I've watched all Little Roll's offspring. I've watched a couple other studs who've had this same condition. It didn't affect their offspring in a bad way, and it didn't seem to carry over. It didn't seem to become a recurring problem. So with that being said, can you use it? Yes. Should we stop using it? Yes. And I know that's a double answer, but I'm just being realistic with y'all. By the rules, any of these dogs with any of these ailments and any of these issues, we should stop breeding it, and avoid it by all costs. But in those rare situations where the dog is that special and you want to see if this issue is being passed along, it is what it is, and I just know from personal experience that the issue doesn't seem to pass along. It doesn't seem to translate through breedings or whatever. And most dogs come out very, very healthy. Like I say, Little Roll's offspring weren't known for serious issues and serious problems at all. And like I said, several other dogs that I know that had that situation, and they had great breeding careers with healthy puppies. So it'll always be an ongoing debate, but where the debate really stops at is that you always want to get away from abnormalities, just like kink tails. Although I'm not a fan of kink tails, and it's something that you want to keep away from your program, I've run across a couple dogs in my day that had kink tails that I was like, you know what, this is a pros versus cons thing. I think we can win with this, and we will win with it. You know what I mean? So, in breeding, you always have these situations to where maybe the rules are just a little bit different. You know what I mean? Maybe you can go, but it's always touchy because as we do these things with these rules and we break the rules, so to speak, as far as it goes, someone is always willing to one-up you and point back to, look, yeah, you bred a dog with a kink tail. Like, man, and you're breeding a damn dog with a heart murmur. It's a difference, you know? It's always a difference. I mean, I think in people, we could, you know, start to draw lines of like, okay, you know, a person who may be an amputee of their hand or have some kind of disorder where they're born without one of their limbs, you know, are they really in worse condition than a person who's born with a heart that's failing? One situation makes quality of life a little bit different. The other situation ends your life. And this is what we talk about with flaws and issues and how we pick a balance. And the crazy part is that you have these people who just, they thrive on like, everything is wrong. Oh, you did this. They'll pick the smallest thing. That dog was Easty-Westy while they're breeding a dog that has debilitating hips. It's a difference. This is one of those issues that, and this is only my personal opinion, but from watching this breed and one particular dog that I watched was from another breed, it just doesn't seem to be one that transfers to the kids a lot, and I haven't ever noticed that there's a ton of physical issues that come along with it. But it is a great conversation, and I'm not saying which side is right, which side is wrong, because I agree a little bit with both sides. You know, I think we should be moving away from all flaws and all issues. But like I say, sometimes it's a shooting star and you just have to grab it and deal with the small consequences. But until next time, y'all, much love. God bless y'all. Peace.